Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rasyid Ridha. Today's reading report is about discourse and functional grammar. So, for what I read, according to Holiday, when we using the language, we also use the three metafunction at the same time. The three metafunction is the first is ideational metafunction, the second is interpersonal metafunction, and the third is textual metafunction. So let's start with additional metafunction. Additional metafunction is basically that when we using the language, we reflects our knowledge, or it's basically the content of the sentence. So what I mean about it is like it consists of four things. The first is subject. The first is actor. The second is process. And the third is goal, and the fourth is circumstances. So the first is actor. Actor is basically the who is the basically the someone or who that how to say, the doing the action. So the process is the basically the action itself, and goal is the thing that affected by the process, and the last is circumstance. Circumstances is basically the setting or the information that additional. So for example, like this, when someone say the cat chases the cat chase the mouse yesterday. So basically the actor in this sentence is the cat. So the process is chase. The goal is the mouse because they is the affected by the action, and the circumstances is the yesterday. So circumstances can be become the like a setting, like when and where. Like we can say that the cat chased the mouse in the house, so in the house is part of the circumstances, so like that. So but for what I know, some not all of the sentence have this all, like for example, like she is sleeping. So when the word she is sleeping, we doesn't have the we don't have the goal and the circumstances. So basically that is what I know. So the next is interpersonal. Interpersonal is basically the how the language build the social relationship, like interpersonal from one person to another person. So in interpersonal, there are 5 items in this. The first is subject, the second is finite, the third is uh, predicator, the fourth is the fourth is complement, and the five is adjunct. So the subject, for what I understand, the subject is very similar to the actor. It's basically the someone or something that who did the action. The second is the finite. Finite, for what I understand about it, is basically that show that it the item that show the tenses or the modal, the time or the attitude of the speaker. And the next is predicator. Predicator is the main action or the verb that come after the finite. And the fourth is complementer is basically that item that complete the action, the predicator, is what I understand. And the last is adjunct. Adjunct is basically that additional information, like for example, uh, For example, she should leave him uh, right away, something like that. So she is the subject, the finite is should because it show modal, yeah, and uh, predicator is leave, and the complementer is the him, and right away is a young, I think like that. Or then another example is um, she was standing next to her yesterday. So she is subject, was is finite, standing is predicator, uh, her is complementer, and yesterday is part of the adjunct. So that I know about the interpersonal. And the next is textual metafunction. So textual metafunction is basically that how the word organized to make it sense. So according to what I understand is consists of two, theme and rhyme. Theme is basically that the the starting point or the first thing that people say, like it's basically the theme of the subject. I, for example, like this, and the rim is other. The rim is the thing that after the theme. So, but for what I understand is like, for example, in the earlier example, like she was standing next to her yesterday, so she is the theme. So what the theme of that sentence is she, so we're talking about she right now. So she is the theme, and was standing next to her yesterday is the rim. So that that's what I understand about it. So mm, I think that's it. So frankly, my understanding is shallow, but that's all that I understand right now. So assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.